Hello everybody, and welcome to this course on EU funding on how to access programs and projects. We're going to start with an overall introduction to the course. And in fact, the outline of this lecture is that I'm going to give you a word of welcome to the course, provide some background information, who am I and why I'm teaching this course, why I think it is important to have a course on European programs, and why I think it's important to have an online course on EU programs. Now, an important note I want to tell you right away is that Chapter 1, the chapter you're looking at, is the presentation of the course. It doesn't provide any real information about how to make a proposal or how to access programs. So if you want to skip this part and go straight to Chapter 1.2, where we start going into the contents, I will not take it personally. Now, word of welcome. Why are we doing this course? We want to facilitate the access to European programs. As you probably know, EU programs provide funding for projects. These projects normally involve several countries. They require an innovative content. They cover a very, very wide range of thematic areas, and they involve a wide range of actors. Now, as background information, I'd like to introduce myself. The guy you see in the picture is myself. It's me. My name is Raniero Chelli, and as you probably guess, I'm Italian. I started off with the European projects and programs back in 1985, when I went to Brussels to work for the European Commission as a project officer. And I was in the first European program which provided direct funding to external organizations such as companies, research centers, and so on. Since then, since 1985, I kept working with the EU program wearing many different hats. I have been a project officer, as I said. I've been a project manager. I've been a consultant to those who wanted to participate in projects. I've been an evaluator of proposals and so on and so forth. And therefore, what I'm going to do, what I would like to do, is to share with you my decades of experience in this field, so in order to help you to get there as well. Now, why a course on EU programs? In my professional life, I am delivering a significant amount of training in presence on this topic. There is a very high competition in this area, meaning by that there are many, many courses which are being delivered both in Italy and in Europe at large. But the number of learners is always very high, which means that there is still a widespread interest and the need to know how to access European funding. And therefore, I think that there is still a demand for more specific training by those entities which are allowed to access these funds, such as private companies of any size, small ones and large ones, universities, research centers, public administration, non-profit associations, NGOs, etc. The bottom line is that in order to write a successful proposal, you need the practical information about the concepts, the practices, and the procedures which are related to this specific area. And of course, you need someone with experience which would support you in doing this, mainly by sharing the lessons learned, what I've learned during all of these years. Now, of course, why an online course? The advantage of traditional learning is that there is a very good level of interaction between the instructor and the learners. However, there are also some drawbacks. For instance, there is no flexibilities in the lessons timing. You have to be there when the lesson is delivered. Interactivity also has some drawbacks. There are many questions by the learners, and most of the times you have to learn to wait for the answers to be given, and not necessarily interesting for you. Also, you must be very, very careful in listening, because if you miss a statement or a concept which is formulated, which is said by an instructor, you have missed it, and it's difficult to recover it. The advantages of an online course are that you can decide when and where to take the lessons. You can follow the course without interruptions, or with the interruptions that you decide to have. You can take the same lesson over and over until you have understood it. But also you can send the instructor questions by email, and these will be answered in live sessions. One of the new things that I would like to bring about is that I'm going to provide a level of interactivity through the web. So if you send me emails about the points which are not clear to you, and once per month for the 6 months following the opening of the course, I will answer them in live sessions, in webinars which we're going to organize, where not only you will be able to listen to the answers, but you will be able also to ask more questions through the chat line, which is always open. So as a summary in this lecture, I have introduced myself. I have explained why I think it's important to deliver a course on EU programs. I've given my views on online courses. In the next lecture, I will describe the overall contents of the course.